Hey guys, Nice Tail here, bringing you a knife summary. I've done a review of this knife. I love this knife. This knife is fantastic. If that's all you need to know, this is a Herman Mantis. Every Herman knife, as far as I can tell, is pretty darn freaking awesome. They do have varying slightly detents from what I've heard. The detent strength can be a little bit stronger, a little bit lighter, but most every knife from theirs is wonderful. And I'm pretty darn certain I can say that with confidence. Herman knives, proudly and appropriately proudly, made in Poland. Right there. These are mid-tech semi-customs. CNC semi-customs, probably, maybe something along that lines. I know the edges on these things are all put in by a fixed angle system. Basically, by a person. Just, that's how they do it. It's wonderful. Everything about this is wonderful. The sounds. I don't know if that ting or the sing, but every Herman has it. There is a sing when these things open. And I don't know if it's the lock bar material or maybe they're using a different kind of detent ball, but the detent ball sounds like it's a sweeping, just sliding like on glass or something. And the actual ting is fantastic. The action on these are fantastic. It's strap shot. Centered, no play. It's a wonderful freaking knife. This particular knife, the Herman Mantis, is a little bit larger than some of the other Hermans, but not even the largest one he makes. 3 3/4, so 3.75 inches, and about 8 5/8 overall. On the approach to a large knife, but not quite there. It doesn't feel like a large knife. It is beautifully contoured, titanium, liner lock. In this case, this one is an M390. He works with usually M390 or M398, and sometimes, the fancy ones he'll use like Damasteel, Damacore, stuff like that. This particular one, despite being like the plainest possible one with just sort of like a cement sort of blasting and this grayish blue handle with just a bit of bronze touch, and look at the milling. Oh, the milling, so fine, so nice to interact with. Such a beautiful feel in the hand, and that's what these are. They're beautiful. They're functional works of art, right? You're approaching the artsy territory of semi-customs and customs, but you've got such consistent quality and execution and functionality out of this thing that it really does bridge the gap of just being wonderful. This one's lost a bit of its bite. I've used this knife. I've carried this knife. It's still razor sharp. It's super thin behind the edge. It'll still go through things like nobody's business. The hardware, it's a custom pivot, but I believe it's a T20 will work in there, and then the rest is T6. I would like to see T8s, but I'm not taking this knife apart very often. I'm not complaining. I love how he's rounded off these ends of the screws. That's the screw just protruding through the other side, but it's beautiful. It's just these little dots, and it adds something. It's just everything. It's everything. That's it. I'm failing to find words for it because it's just super well done, and I love these things. I would love to get more Hermans, but they're expensive. This is like a $800 knife. They're not cheap. It hurts, but I would love to have more of them. I have one that's quite a bit more expensive. I've done a review on that one too. If it comes a point in time where I can afford some more Hermans, I'm going to get some more Hermans. Yeah, just not right now. I'm hoping maybe I can justify some if this channel does a little bit better or something like that, and I need more content. And it's like, oh yeah, let's grab that because I need an excuse to grab that. Why not, right? If you want nitpicks, you could say, oh, does this need to be quite so pokey? No. Does it interfere with anything? No. Maybe the tip of here is a little bit more pokey. Does it interfere with anything? No, it's not like weird character. It's just, oh, maybe that could be rounded a little bit more. Maybe this doesn't have to be this way. Sure. Maybe the plunge doesn't need to hit the edge. As you can see, there's a little hiccup there. Actually, would be a smile if it didn't pop out a little bit. Sure, you can say that. If you're being super nitpicky. Does it affect my love for this knife? No. No, it does not. Does it really affect the function of this knife? No. No, it does not. No, these are not issues of real major substance, right? I can easily cut in a sharpening drill. The stop pin is way up here. In fact, it is there. That's where the stop pin for the open and closed position is. Could there be jimping on this? Yes. Does it change anything? No. No, it doesn't. I can't really find fault here. Not in that traditional sense of, oh, this is an actual issue in the sense... What the heck am I trying to say? I have no idea. Again, I have heard that there are some of these that... Did I say this already? I don't know. I don't freaking know. I'm losing my mind, people. It all blends together after a while. I have heard that the detents can be a little bit inconsistent for wearing from lighter to, like this one, pretty strong. I guess that's a valid nitpick. I don't know. They're wonderful. They're expensive, but they're beautifully made. I mean, this doesn't even almost feel like titanium. It feels so well done. I don't know what it feels like, but it just... I don't know. I don't know how to describe it, other than wonderful. Herman knives, and their distributor, the typical way that you're going to get a Herman knife is through Polish custom knives. I will link them down below. I will say that I have had wonderful experiences with them. Over the 2 knives I've bought with them, they have been very pleasant and very nice to work with. I mean, that's just buying a knife, but both of my knives, I've actually contacted them during and after the purchase of the knife due to various things, and they've been wonderful. Super nice, super easy to converse with. No problems there. So, great job, Herman. You make a great product. And great job, Polish Custom Knives. You sell a great product. See, that's why there might be... Okay, I guess you could argue that there might be jimping there. It's a little bit slick. Again, does it really do anything? No. Is it a negative? No. It's nitpicking. This thing is just addicting and satisfying. It really is. If you've never experienced one, they really do feel different than most knives. They really do. Even if it's just a handle one. If you ever get a chance to check one out, don't turn it down. Because it just feels different than your average, oh, here's a knife, and there you go. There's something to be appreciated here, and I love it. That's everything. Herman Mantis. See you later, guys.